Oil production in Nigeria. Nigeria is among the world's largest producers of oil, with daily output of nearly 3 million barrels. About 65% of the nation's GDP comes from oil. More than a half of Nigeria's population is rural demographic, part of which is Ogini tribe. Ogoni people reside in more than 400 miles of coastal plains in the Niger Delta. While the population of the tribe equals 500,000, agriculture and fishing are the major ways the people make a living. The case of Shell in Nigeria demonstrates the neglect of corporate social responsibility principles can cause severe negative response from customers and society in general. Shell was operating in Nigeria to generate their profits because there was oil in Nigeria. Shell business operate to increase shareholder value rather than function for the good of the society. Social responsibility is a policy that every business is pretty much expected to incorporate into their business strategies. Social responsibility principles can cause severe negative response from customers and society in general. Social responsibility has been more prominent on the corporate agenda. Social responsibility includes economic responsibility, which refers to generating profits, providing jobs, processing resources, and creating products that consumers need. In the 1990s, Shell has legally occupied the territory where Ogoni tribe lives, and this step was in accordance with local legislation that allowed Shell to use their land for oil production by multinational companies. The outcome of Shell's activities and company policy in Nigeria are not limited solely to intrusion into Ogoni daily life and property. While searching for locations for the pipelines, the location of the pipelines was selected independently from the interests of the local community and was not negotiated. Shell did not invest into making its oil production environmentally friendly, or at least lower the level of environmental hazard. The company's major oil production involves flaring, which causes three types of pollution, namely water, air, and noise. Due to these risks, flaring is limited to the majority of countries worldwide, while Nigeria does not have regulations in this sphere. Flaring is the cheapest method of disposing of hydrocarbon gases that cannot be recovered or recycled. The use of flaring is often justified by a notion that hydrocarbon is considered to be less harmful for the atmosphere than carbon dioxide. Flaring causes a range of environmental impacts. In particular, flaring produces smoke made of carbon particles that cause air pollution. The process of flaring also causes water pollution, since intense concentration of the aforementioned gases causes acid rains. Besides, there's a serious level of noise pollution that flaring causes. In 1992, a river in the Ogini village of Botum was completely destroyed due to a pipeline breach that spilled oil for 1 week. Such severe irresponsibility occurred not only because of lack of specific legal regulation of this sphere in Nigeria, but absence of ethical principles in Shell's strategy. Local citizens began to stage peaceful protests accusing Shell of entering into collision with the government of the country. Shell provided Nigerian mobile police with vehicles, boats, and weapons to take care of this issue. Many of the Ogini people were killed, houses were pillaged and burned down. Nigerian government formed special military force to deal with Ogini protesters. This conflict resulted in over 2,000 deaths. In conclusion, the case of Shell's Niger Delta demonstrates that corporate social responsibility decisions are crucial for business strategies.